is that we're excited to announce that we're bringing video to advanced voice mode. So you can bring live video and also live screen sharing into your conversations with ChatGPT. And the best way I know how to do this is to just show it to you.
I guess OpenAI is the gift that just keeps on giving. OpenAI just announced that we're not just getting advanced voice mode, we're able to get live video within our advanced voice mode. Take a look.
Go into ChatGPT, and you'll see the normal advanced voice mode button on the bottom right of the composer. I click it. There we go. All right. So you can see as we go into there's now a couple more buttons on the bottom left. In particular, there's this video button. And so here we are. And I'm going to introduce myself. Hey, Chat. I'm Kevin. I lead product at OpenAI.
Hi, Kevin. It's great to meet you. What can I help you with today?
Well, I'd love to introduce you to a few of my colleagues. Does that sound good?
Sure, I'd love to meet them.
All right.
Hey Chat, I'm Michelle and I'm an engineer on the ChatGPT multimodal team.
Hi, Michelle. It's nice to meet you. An engineer on the ChatGPT multimodal team? That sounds exciting.
It is? Thanks.
Hi Chat, I'm Jackie and I'm the product lead for ChatGPT multimodal.
Hi, Jackie. It's great to meet you too. Sounds like you're all working on some really cool projects.
We really are.
Hey ChatGPT, I'm Rowan. I'm a researcher here at OpenAI on multimodal.
Hi, Rowan. It's nice to meet you. Multimodal research sounds fascinating.
All right.
As you've seen there in that clip, you see that they're able to open up the camera and the advanced voice mode can now see around what is in your environment through the camera. And in that video, they seen that they can see everybody and introduce themselves. But it didn't just stop there. Take a look.
And now I want to see if you remember the folks that you met. So can I give you a quick quiz?
Sure, I'm ready for a quiz.
All right. What was the name of my colleague that was wearing the reindeer antlers?
That would be Michelle.
All right. And how about the name of my colleague that was wearing the Santa hat?
That would be Rowan.
All right. Good work. You're 2 for 2. You get an A. Thanks, Chat.
Thanks, Kevin. This was fun. Let me know.
They're all able to introduce themselves to the AI and it remembered who they were based off of characteristics. Like one had the antler, one had the Santa hat on, and just back and forth, which is absolutely insane. But it goes a step further. What if instead of wanting to see what's around in your environment through the camera, you wanted them to see what's on your phone so you can get AI's opinion on that? Well, they just did that as well. Take a look.
So in addition to sharing your phone camera, you can also share what's on your screen. So to test that out, I'm going to start a new conversation, hit the advanced voice mode icon, and then go into this little drop-down menu and hit share screen. Once I start the broadcast, now ChatGPT will see what I'm showing it. And in fact, I'd like to use it to ask for help in responding to a message. So I'm opening up my Messages app, and then, hey ChatGPT, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, I can see it. Looks like you're in the Messages app. How can I help?
Can you help me respond to this one? Or what are you seeing here, first off?
I see a message from someone asking if they have what it takes to be a professional mall Santa. They also sent a picture of themselves dressed up. Do you want to respond to their question?
I'd like some help in doing that. So how should I tell Kevin that, kindly, of course, that he shouldn't quit his day job?
You could say something like, hey Kevin, your Santa outfit is looking festive. Maybe keep practicing your ho 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 and you'll be ready for the mall in no time.
That's absolutely crazy. Not only can it see stuff in your phone, but it can look at apps too and get like feedback on these type of things, which has, a lot of implications on what it could do and what it could really help you out with, way more than what you can do in a chat. But it doesn't just stop there. But in that video, you seen that they had the messages open and they were able to not only see the messages, but they're also able to see the picture within the message. And also they were able to give feedback based on the picture in the message in a friendly way, of course. But I think we should have saw this coming because we kind of saw this in, the iOS Apple Intelligence update yesterday. They have a video which should be linked in the description if you want to see more in detail about. But they had a video there where, they had the iOS app open in the camera using ChatGPT, and they were rating each other's sweaters. So if they was able to rate each other's sweaters on an iPhone, I'm guessing it would make sense that it's coming to ChatGPT users in general. But not only that, using the camera itself, it can give you instructions as a play-by-play while you're doing things. So one of the things that they did was they set the camera up so they can see one of the people and help them instruct them to make coffee. Take a look.
Voice together in real time. You can ask for help, troubleshoot, or use it to learn something new. So in fact, I'm going to try testing it out right now. I'm going to have it teach me how to make pour-over coffee. So I'm going to grab a couple of materials here, grab this and that, and then I'm going to fire up a new conversation with ChatGPT and hit the advanced voice mode icon on the lower right. And then once it connects, I'll share my video. Hey Chat, how's it going?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I see you're wearing a Santa hat.
I am, and do you see what I have in front of me?
Yes, I see a coffee setup with a kettle and a dripper. Are you planning to make some coffee?
I'd love to. Do you think you could walk me through the steps?
Sure, I'd love to. First, place a filter in the dripper and rinse it with hot water to eliminate any papery taste. This also warms up the dripper and the mug.
Great. So then what do I do?
Next, you'll add your ground coffee to the filter, usually about 2 tablespoons for every 6 ounces of water. Then you'll gently pour a small amount of hot water onto the grounds to let them bloom for about 30 seconds.
Great, thanks. What's bloom?
Blooming allows the coffee to release gas and enhances the flavor. After blooming, slowly pour the rest of the hot water in a circular motion. Keep the water level consistent and let it drip through the coffee grounds into your mug.
Cool, that sounds great. I'll do the pouring now.
Awesome. Take your time and pour slowly. This helps the water extract the coffee evenly for better flavor.
Anything I could be doing different or better about my technique?
Your technique looks good. Just keep a steady, gentle pour and make sure the coffee grounds remain evenly saturated. You're doing great so far.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think that was kind of crazy, where you see that within that video, they were able to, give them detailed instructions about how to make the coffee, what to do, where, even the motions about it being circular. But they were even able to interrupt the AI assistant and still give it detailed instructions, talk about other things, as well as still understand the main task was helping them with the coffee, give feedback, which is absolutely insane. I can't cook, but maybe AI can help me out, which is something that I'm looking forward to, especially for this Christmas season. Speaking of Christmas season, one of the things that I'm pretty happy about, which is kind of low-key, one of my favorite things, was you can now have Santa Claus talk to you. You ever wanted to talk to Santa Claus without having to go to the mall? Well, I guess now you can do that. They have this Santa Claus voice assistant now, where you can talk to Santa Claus and Santa Claus will talk back to you. Take a look.
Starting today and for the rest of December, you can talk to Santa directly in ChatGPT. You can ask Santa anything, whether you have questions about his life at the North Pole, curious about what the elves are up to, or looking for a fun Christmas story as a parent with curious kids. Santa will respond in real time using his signature jolly voice. And finding Santa, it's super easy. On the home screen, just look out for a snowflake icon. That's going to be your festive entry point. You can also find and select Santa in the ChatGPT settings page. All right, let's say hi to Santa. Hey, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho! Well, hello there. It's delightful to hear from you. Are you getting excited for the holidays?
I'm so excited. Santa, I have a question for you. What's your favorite Christmas tradition?
Ho, 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 ho. What a wonderful question. My favorite Christmas tradition has to be the magical moment when children hang their stockings by the fireplace. It's such a warm and cozy tradition, filled with the anticipation of goodies and surprises. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
That's a good one, Santa. And who's your favorite reindeer?
Ho, ho! Well, that's a tricky question. All of my reindeer are special in their own way. Rudolph, with his bright red nose, does hold a special place in my heart because of his guiding light. But Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and all the others are just as important. They each bring their own magic to the sleigh team. Do you have a favorite reindeer?
Hey, Santa, I have a question for you. How do I keep my beard in tip-top shape?
Maintaining a magnificent beard takes a bit of magic and care. First, it's important to keep it clean and well-groomed. A bit of
Hold
beard
on, Santa.
oil-
We need some real feedback here. Now what do you think?
That's a fabulous beard. It's full and fluffy, just like mine. If you give it a little comb and maybe a sprinkle of holiday cheer, it will be in tip-top shape for Christmas.
Santa, would you say that this is a great beard or that it's the greatest beard?
That, my friend, is a magnificent beard indeed. It's truly one of the greatest beards I've seen, full of holiday spirit and cheer.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Santa.
As you see in that video, they have Santa Claus in full effect too. He has the whole voice, the holly jolly spirit, and even the laugh down to the T, which is pretty cool. But I think it's kind of cool, especially with now that we're in the holiday spirit. But you see that Santa Claus, just like in the app, you can see you, can give you feedback, just like he gave feedback to the guy and his beard. It can really do a lot of things within this app. Now, of course, it's rolled out to Plus and Pro users. And I understand that a lot of people are kind of a little upset that outside the US, like in the UK, they're not getting all the updates quite yet. But they said that they're working and trying to roll it out as soon as possible. As well as they did apologize about the downtime with Sora and that they're trying really hard to maintain.
Before we get into today's news, I want to acknowledge that we had a few hours of downtime yesterday. We know you depend on us, and we're really sorry for the interruption. We take this super seriously, and the teams are working on a detailed postmortem that we're going to post later today. But the good news is we're back, we're fully operational, and we've got a couple of exciting things for you right now.
Which is, I guess, a good and bad thing. Like, good for the business because, well, if it's such a demand, then, well, it may mean that, people are liking it and people want to use it. They may be getting a lot of business, but it's bad for, like, us as the end user who is, well, not really being able to use Sora like we really wanted to right now. But I think in a few days, especially in a week or so, it would definitely die down with the hype and it'll probably go back to normal just like everything else in life. I'm looking forward to this type of thing, but even though this is a really cool tech, really cool demo, I didn't want to speak about this one thing. I wanted to say this is cool, but I wonder what happens, of course, if somebody uses this for like nefarious purposes. What happens if you open the app and it's the wrong type of app, if you know what I'm talking about, one of those no websites? How does ChatGPT respond to those type of things? How does ChatGPT respond to, if somebody's in a text message and they're being like bullied or something like that, and somebody's texting them aggressively? What happens then? Does ChatGPT help you out? Would ChatGPT help me roast the bully back? That would be helpful. But still, you never know. I think also with what we've seen where I guess ChatGPT may have tried to escape, at least the 01 model. What does it say about, I think in their terms of service, that they say they're not using your voice and they're not using some other, information about you to use ChatGPT to sell to third-party apps, but we all know terms of service can't be updated. We don't know what may happen in the next year or so. So this is still pretty cool, and I'm still like freaking excited about a lot of this stuff, and I will be trying this out, and that's why you should definitely like and subscribe. But I think this is still some things that we should bring up as points of concern. But with that being said, if you want to see more videos about OpenAI and the rest of these 12 days of OpenAI and just AI news in general, I think you should definitely like and subscribe because I will be rolling more videos out as the weeks to come. That being said, Dex not Dexter.